Handstand push-ups are hard, but why do they feel even harder during a CrossFit workout, where you're doing movements before and after those handstand push-ups? In this video, I will show you how blood is distributed between the upper and the lower body during CrossFit workouts and how that affects your handstand push-ups. At the end, I will give you 2 concrete tips on how you can use this information to improve your handstand push-ups. Alright, the experiment I'll do is again very straightforward. I will do a max set of handstand push-ups, skipping handstand push-ups. This is a movement I'm quite good at, so I should be able to do 15 to 20 reps. On the first part of the experiment, I will first do a 1 minute all out on the Concept 2 bike. So fully lower body, trying to exhaust my leg muscles and my cardiovascular system. After that, I go straight into this max set of handstand push-ups. Then I will rest 30 minutes, just cool down, relax. And then I'll go again, but then straight into a max set of handstand push-ups without first doing the bike set. So obviously in the first part, there will be a lot of blood that will be pulled in my lower body. And then it has to be redistributed to my shoulders to do the handstand push-ups. See what the effect is of the lower body set on the handstand push-ups. In the second part, obviously this will be not the case. I will be fully relaxed and have all the blood necessary to do the handstand push-ups. See what is best and how one affects the other one. Let's go straight into it. Exactly as expected. Super hard. Going straight into a max set of handstand push-ups after something you did heavy with your lower body is something I cannot recommend to everyone. Anyway, what I found quite strange is that actually because I did kipping, I also felt my lower body and my whole thighs and my glutes blowing up go together with also my triceps, and that's something we will see in the data later on. Now it's time to rest and then go for a set without a prior bike set before. So let's see how that goes. Again, a super interesting one to see actually and to feel the difference between the 2 different parts of the workout. So let's look at the data. Let's first look at the tissue oxygenation within the local muscle environment. And here I pulled up the right thigh. So think about it, this is only data from the right thigh. And you see nicely, obviously, when I start the bike session, I really sprinted like 700, 800 watts for the first 25 seconds. And then oxygenation goes down dramatically. You see here the purple line going down. Then I'll throttle down a little bit because it's a full minute. And you see a strong deoxygenation throughout that part. Then I rested, let's say 10 seconds and went into the handstand push-ups. And what surprised me is that you see a further deoxygenation of the leg while I'm actually doing handstand push-ups. Most people would say handstand push-ups is certainly strict, but also kipping handstand push-ups is mostly a triceps shoulder movement. It doesn't really seem to be that way if you look at the data. So if you then look at the triceps, you see a very nice deoxygenation during the bike set. And that's pretty interesting because obviously I'm not using the triceps during my bike. I actually tried not to contract my shoulders and my triceps during that bike session. Still, the heart is unable to deliver sufficient amount of oxygenated blood to the triceps, to the muscle here. Then obviously I had a very short rest. It goes up a little bit and then it goes down strongly when I'm doing the handstand push-ups to a certain, let's say, lower barrier where I could keep doing the handstand push-ups for a certain amount of reps. In this case, I did 16 reps after the bike set. So I was super interested to see actually the difference between the first and the second one. So first of all, look at the right thigh again in the second set where I did not do the bike, just a max set of handstand push-ups without any biking. And again, to my interest, you saw a strong desaturation of the right quad. Again, I'm only doing handstand push-ups here. Obviously, the left upper arm, my triceps, also desaturated dramatically, stayed low at a low percentage for the full 26 reps. I did 26 reps and then very slowly recovered. It took me like 4 to 5 minutes to have a full resaturation of my triceps. That brings me to an explanation on the differences between the two sets. Right? So what is interesting, definitely, as I said, is the deoxygenation of the leg. And I think that is because you are upside down. This means that the heart has a harder time to actually deliver oxygenated blood to the muscles. And even though they're not maybe working that hard during the handstand push-ups, I'm talking about the quadriceps, compared to a bike, you still see a desaturation. That is because if you're upside down in combination with contractions, you're actually further desaturating the muscles. And that's very important to understand, because if you then, after the kipping handstand push-ups, go back to a lower body exercise, you will be desaturated and you will have to, let's say, rest or not go straight into a heavy, whatever, front quad set, because you won't be recovered. Secondly, if you do a big set of handstand push-ups, you see that there is a desaturation to a certain extent, let's say 35% in my case, and then it kind of stays flat, stays at the plateau for the remainder of the set. So you do the first 4 to 5 reps, it desaturates, and then it stays nicely flat. This you want to kind of avoid if you have to do a big set of handstand push-ups. You really want to, as a tip, do small sets with a structured rest, let's say 10 to 15 seconds. Why? You always want to re-oxygenate the muscle for a brief period and then go down again, because then you can actually utilize more powerful energy sources such as creatine phosphate systems compared to going into more anaerobic metabolism with also some byproducts that would actually lead to more fatigue. Good. So again, a nice distribution of blood flow between going from a lower body exercise towards a more, let's say, upper body exercise upside down, something that happens a lot in CrossFit. There is a strong desaturation of both body parts, and that means you have to take that into account when you're doing workouts that are involving all muscle groups. Good, that was it for today. I hope you liked this kind of content. If you did, give us a quick subscribe as well as a like. It takes 1 second of your time, really helps out the channel. For me, that was it. Hope to see you in the next video. Ciao.